Today on some retro history, I thought it would be fun to tackle Power Blade, which has some rather odd localization changes. Developed by Natsume and published by Taito, Power Blazer, as the game is known in Japan, released for the Famicom on April 20th, 1990. Its counterpart, Power Blade, launched in North America March 1991 and in Europe January 1992. Now, a name change isn't crazy in terms of localization and is usually due to conflicting copyrights in altering territories. A great example is Dragon Quest renamed to Dragon Warrior in North America because of pen and paper RPGs similar to Dungeons & Dragons called Dragon Quest, all one word. Anyway, their name isn't the astounding part, it's the changes made to the actual game that interested me. It's not like a sprite or two was altered, the whole thing was retooled from the ground up. First of all, Power Blazer has a more cartoon approach to everything, while Power Blade definitely tries to emulate 80s and 90s action films of the time, as many NES games tried. Both games take place in the future of 2191, wherein our hero, Nova, is tasked with restoring a supercomputer by retrieving stolen archives taken by aliens. While each representation of Noah differs, both wield a giant boomerang as a weapon. It can be upgraded via enemy drops, which can increase range, boost attack power, or give you more boomerangs to fire at once. Just a few examples. Other items like grenades can destroy all enemies on screen, there are disposable power suits, and of course health pickups to keep Nova fit. Like the Mega Man series, there are multiple stages, 6 from the start, one can choose from in any order. Power Blazer is more linear, while Power Blade offers altering paths and secrets in most areas, giving players a bigger sense of exploration. Another thing that wasn't changed was the music, which I add on here because it's rather catchy. Not the best soundtrack the NES has to offer, but still good. The sequel also had some localization changes, but to a lesser degree. In Japan, it debuted as Captain Saber September 1992, and October 1992 as Power Blade 2 for North America. Europe never received the sequel in any form, which is kind of strange, but not unheard of for sequels. Power Blade seemed to be the more popular of the two, so Japan decided to not build upon Power Blazer, but rather just make one game and simply rename it for their region to quell bewilderment. The story this time around is about a rampaging cyborg, and gameplay remains similar, although tweaked. For example, there are less stages to choose from at the start, bosses hand over power suits Nova can equip at will, rather than just disposable ones like in the original, and it was visually more detailed. Alright, so how about some thoughts on the games? Well, they're pretty hard. Like Dark Souls, a more modern equivalent, you can harvest lower tier enemies for power-ups to help your chances. A maxed out range for your boomerang can make all the difference. That said, this doesn't assist with the somewhat cheap platforming sections, especially when it comes to enemies hanging out on ledges just to knock you off, or disappearing blocks. That's always fun. Their checkpoint system also leaves a lot to be desired, which altogether could cause some hair loss. Overall, more so than these games are good, I thought their story was interesting. I do recommend checking them out just to see how truly different they are, but since this is a video, you can kind of see that already. Power Blade is another curious case of bizarre localization. Did you know that was a ReActionExaminer video? If you liked it, you should subscribe to me to keep up with everything that I'm doing. Also, if you have some other interests, like sex for example, check out Tomops, which is a comedy sex podcast thing wherein my best friend and I check out the weird and abnormal and the erotic. And of course, you should support me on Patreon because, hey, I want to make the channel better, and I want your help to do so. Plus, if you want to check out my writing, check out Game Jerk, where I have archives and new stuff for all projects, okay? You can find all the stuff and more in the description with the links below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.